All right, today is day, I don't even know. It seems like this is a common occurrence that we're just forgetting these days. But we're back with another video. We haven't posted in the past 3 days. I won't lie, I got a little lazy, so we're going to hop back into it. We're going to push to Ultimate Champion this season. So far, the season has been actually substantially better than last season. Last season was absolute garbage. But yeah, we're going to hop straight into our first game here versus Anthony. Let's see what he's playing. He has the Cannoneer deck. Goes with the Golden Knight in the back. I'm just going to cycle my Knight the back right. I don't really have enough information to know. But I'm going to cycle our Tesla Pie. He has a P.E.K.K.A. too. Okay, we're going to go Evo Archers in this position to snipe, and then we're going to E-Spirit in this position just to pull that dash. Beautiful, beautiful defense. We're going to go in Expo now. We have both of those archers defending. We also have our log here to take anything out. Comes down with a late... I'm going to go Skelly's log here just to reset that. And then it's going to start DPSing that all down. Beautiful. And then I'm just going to reset with archers here in the middle too. Just so that we can get back to our Evo archers. That means our next cycle is going to be back to Evo archers. I think we are down just a little bit after that aggressive play at the beginning there. But, hey, at least we're up like 3,000 damage off that. So let's see. If he plays anything before I reach, okay, so I'm down like 2, maybe 3-ish. So we'll just reset with the Tesla here in the middle. Next Tesla is going to be an Evo Tesla. It goes Golden Knight, the back. We're just going to go Electro Spirit just to pull into the middle. And then we're also going to go with our Skeletons off in this position just to pull that Knight. And I'm just going to let that go. Come down with a nice little log just to make sure we don't need any chip damage. Now we're back to another Evo Tesla. I forget if he has arrows. I think he does, so he's back to arrows now. It's kind of a bad play on my end. But we're just going to reset with the Tesla here in the middle. Then Skelly's up, E-Spirit up top. Boom. And then come down with a nice little log that should defend everything. I'm actually going to go in right now, too. He's going to have to go Golden Knight here in the middle. No, he goes Barbarians. That's an easy lock-on. Gets the Golden Knight down just in time. Catch the block, or the dash. Beautiful. It dashes into my tower. Expo is on Mother Witch. He's in a really tight spot. I don't know what he can actually go here. I'm just going to log that pig back, just so that we can get as much chip. Beautiful. Reset with another Expo in the middle, or Tesla in the middle. We're going to go archers off to the side, just so that he can't arrows our what's it called? He cannot arrows our, what's it called? Our building, our tower too. Just going to go archers here just to pull that Knight dash, or pull that Knight back. And then come down with a nice little log. Make sure we hit all that. Go Fireball. And then E-Spirit up top just to pull those. Okay, E-Spirit runs off. Still W's in the chat. Let me make sure I'm recording. I am recording. Hop into another game here. So without a doubt, this season has definitely been a lot better than last season. Last season was absolute dog shit for Expo. It was horrific. Mainly because of the fact that it was just so incredibly difficult to just do anything with Expo because of how many things that were going on. But he goes P.E.K.K.A. the back. We're going to go Expo in now. And we're also going to Tesla up high just so that we can start DPSing down that lady. I'm going to also go E-Spirit just so that we can mitigate as many of those ticks on our Expo as possible from the bats. He goes Zap. We're just going to go Archers in this position. It doesn't pull it. It's unfortunate. Probably could have just let that go there. We do get 1 tick on the tower, but we are up 1,300 HP. So very nice start to this game. He is back to P.E.K.K.A. at this point. So we're just going to play slow. See if we're down elixir, up elixir. I really have no clue. So it seems like we're perfectly even with them. So he goes Musketeer the back. We're going to Fireball that Musketeer just so that we can get tower damage. Kind of a bad play on his part because he went same lane as weaker tower. He goes with a bowler in the back. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to Tesla here in the middle, just so that we can start to reset. Gosh dang it, Musketeer. Of course, the Musketeer slaps my Tesla. but I could possibly see a P.E.K.K.A come down, maybe a building, not a building, but a building troop, I mean. So we're just going to go E-Spirit up top. And then, yeah, we're going to eat one of those bowler hits. Gosh dang it. All right. Go archers. Resets there. I'm going to go my boom. And then that Tesla's unfortunately kind of in a bad spot, so it's going to die. And then I can just let all this go. I don't mind if I take one Valkyrie hit. Mainly because we're up so much damage and we kind of had like a poor defense on that. So, okay. We are facing Graveyard. I don't think he's back to arrows just yet. I think he's 2 cards away from arrows. We're going to eat quite a bit of damage off that, unfortunately. This is a pretty bad matchup, I won't lie to. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to Expo here in the middle. Just so that if he does P.E.K.K.A, he's not going to be able to directly P.E.K.K.A in front of my Expo. I need to get back to my E-Spirit. Okay, that Expo is dead. But we are back to another Expo, and he's not back to bowler just yet. Okay, fuck. I'm not counting cards correctly. He goes Evo Valk. We'll just Tesla here just so that we can start DPSing that down. And then I'll also go Knight here just so I can pull that bowler. And then I think if I can come down with a good enough fireball here, we should be able to get an Expo connection. Beautiful. So I won't lie, this is going to be a bit of a difficult matchup here. Mainly because... yeah, it's a fucking log. Okay. Yeah, we might, we're gonna eat quite a bit of damage here. Please, archers! Okay. So we do survive. This is... It's a bit brutal, I won't lie. He goes bowler. I need to try to Expo opposite lane just so I can keep baiting things out. Making sure he doesn't get anything going here. I'm going to go Tesla, or Tesla in that position so I can bring that bowler over. I don't really mind if he spends a bunch of elixir on that. That's actually better. And I also get King Tower activation off this. Wait, what? It's unfortunate. Okay. Oh my gosh. A P.E.K.K.A on the right lane. Okay. That was kind of a panicky Expo there. Or Tesla, I mean. Yeah, we put ourselves in a really, really bad spot. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna have to arrow archers up high. Okay, that was kind of a bad arrows. Okay. That was actually a really bad Tesla too. Okay, we might be kind of cooked, boys. Yeah, it's game. Kind of a bad matchup, I won't lie, but we did still play that absolutely terrible. I think what I could have done to play that situation a bit better was just continuously going in opposite lane. I definitely did start to lose control of my emotions there and started to panic, so definitely something we want to avoid for the next matchup. But it looks like we're facing Mortar. We're just going to go in with our Knight block, and then we're going to go in with our Skellies here in the middle, just so that we can bait out those shots. They don't land on our King Tower. It goes in highly aggressive early on, so it looks like we're facing Mortar, Skeleton King, and then, whatchamacallit, also Goblin Gang and Minions. So pretty interesting matchup. We do start off with a pretty solid damage lead because of the deck that he's running, but he witches the back. We're going to go in immediately. We're probably going to see a Skeleton King come down here in the middle. He miners, so I'm just going to Knight on this miner just so that we can start DPSing that down as soon as possible. He also goes in with a Mortar. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sack that, and then I'm just going to Fireball too. And then I'm going to come down with our Skellies here, and it's going to perfectly defend this. Unless he comes down with like a zap out of nowhere, but I think we should be a-okay. But yeah, solid damage lead starting off, and easy trades, easy +1s. We'll take those any time of the day. This matchup is pretty much over already at this point, but you know, it's very checkable, especially with the Mortar. and the high pressure scenario whenever he gets back to Evo Mortar, because Evo Mortar does a ton of damage, but he goes Witch the back when you go in Expo opposite lane. Remember, if they go anything less than 6 elixir, or anything equal to 5 elixir, I mean, you want to pretty much go in at the same time. So we're just going to go Tesla here, just so that we can start DPSing all this down. Hopefully that Tesla locks onto that Witch. Beautiful. We do get a couple ticks on that Mortar. I'm just going to log here just so that we don't eat that stab. Beautiful. We could see a Goblin getting pressure come down here. So I'm going to be ready to defend this. Hopefully E-Spirit can go off in time. Beautiful. I'm going to counter push with this as well. We'll probably see a Goblin gang, so we need to come down with our skeletons. Okay, so he goes Giant Skeleton in the back. Definitely a good play on his part. I'm going to get ready to Tesla Pulse here. So he goes in opposite. I'm going to catch this. I think he's dead in the water, matter of fact. He's going to have to go minions on this, I think. No, he goes Miner. I'm going to catch the Miner. Goes Miner in the back. What is this guy doing? Definitely an interesting play on his end. But that pretty much seals the game. I'm just going to Tesla in this position, possibly catch a Mortar. Does not. Yeah, that's pretty much game over. Good game. Definitely some interesting plays from this guy. Definitely don't agree with that Miner in the back by any means, because should have been aiming for my Expo. But yeah, I think that was just a panic placement. But good game. Off to the next game. Okay. Oh, my neck is starting to cramp. So we're facing some sort of Japanese player this game. Let's kind of see what this is, or what's going on here. We go to this Barb Barrel. I'm just going to cycle my archers here in the middle for a -1 elixir trade. I don't mind that. He goes E-Spirit at the back. We could possibly be looking at a... I actually have no idea. This could be a possible RG situation. But let's see. Yeah, so this is RG, matter of fact. So I'm just going to Knight here just to catch that Fisherman. Nice. And then let's kind of see what this guy goes. So he goes Monk the back. I'm going to go in Expo opposite lane, get ready to Archers on the RG, because, yeah, this is a very, very bad matchup. He has some very quick cycling in this deck, so this leads me to believe that this is some sort of, whatchamacallit. This is definitely some sort of lightning deck too, so this is quite literally the worst matchup you can face as an Expo player. But, you know, it is what it is. We get bad matchups, we get good matchups. Try to win this matchup. But we'll probably see a Fisherman come down. He does get back to a Monk, so it is a little unfortunate. Could see him pop the Monk ability here. I'm going to wait for a second. Okay, I'm going to Fireball now. Oh. Wow. Okay, well, I was pretty lucky on my part. I could have definitely screwed myself over. I was expecting him to pop that Monk ability a lot earlier than I thought. But, yeah. Definitely a bit of a scary start. So we'll go Knight here for that Fisherman, and then we'll also cycle our Tesla here in the middle, just so that we can get back to as many as possible. He goes Monk the back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go Expo opposite lane, and then I'm going to be ready to catch that Barb Barrel whenever he... Wait, hold on. Oh my god. I need Archers down in this position too. Oh my gosh, wait, that actually caught it. No, the Evo Wizard! Evo Wizard, you son of a bitch! Okay, wait, hold on. Evo Archers are coming down that lane. I'm just going to reset and just take the Fireball on that. Plus, I have my Evo Archers pressuring here. Okay, really, really nice. I'm going to go in Expo again. He goes 5 in the back. He's going to have to go Monk on this. He does not go Monk on this. I'm going to be ready to catch this Barb Barrel on my Archers any second now. Does not come down with it. Okay. I'm just going to go Knight on that Wizard. So we do have a very hefty damage lead, but it's very, very possible we can lose this damage lead too. I'm just going to keep trying to go in, pressure here, and make sure he uses Barb Barrel on the right-hand side too. He's not going to have it for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go Log here. Tesla in the middle. And then I think I'm just going to let that go. No, that fucking Wizard didn't die. Yeah, skeleton's perfectly placed. Do a great job at defending that. I'm gonna go in, go defensive here. Okay. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. The monk goes behind and immediately ends up pressuring the wrong side. But it doesn't matter because he just molests my Tesla. Okay, I don't think I have to... Wow. Okay, we took a ton of damage. We have taken a ton of damage on that. Gets back to a second monk. We're going to have to go in Tesla here to possibly protect this as long as possible. This is not looking good. We're eating so much damage on this too. Have to get back to another Tesla here to defend. If he goes Monk the River, we might be kind of... Oh, he has a Fireball too. It's definitely not good. Gonna have to go Fireball of our own. Get back here to our Evo Archers down low too. Come down with a log. He's definitely going to Fireball our Evo Archers here. Kind of unfortunate. We're going to have to win the bridge battle when it comes... Oh my gosh, that locked onto my tower too. We're definitely going to have to win the bridge battle whenever he goes Monk. We have to block the Monk here. Okay. Hold on. We might have just shot ourselves in the foot. Yeah, I think we just cooked ourselves, actually. Unless that... Yeah, that doesn't push it back. That's game. RG just slipped through and just did so much damage. Definitely an unfortunate matchup, but with more practice with that matchup, we'll definitely be a lot better. I think that was the first time I think I faced that matchup in months. Didn't play that too bad. Definitely started playing sloppy there at the end when all these things just started happening and I wasn't really expecting it. But yeah, off to the next. You win some, you lose some. Okay, definitely an interesting one. We'll go knight on this too. I'm actually gonna sack this RG. Just call me crazy. I'm just gonna let all this go. I think my archer should help out here. Yeah, so I do get a couple ticks on tower. Plus it gives me a nice king tower activation. I'm definitely gonna go in off of this. He's not back to his what the fuck am I playing against? Alright, so we'll go Skelly's behind that just so that we can start DPSing that down. We'll go archers and our knight here too. And he gets back to Hog Rider. Okay. So I think a well-timed log only gets us 2 hits. Beautiful. But we are still down 1,000 damage. He's going to have to defend this some way, somehow. I think if I can come down with a fireball in time. Unfortunate. Dang, I really wanted to keep that archer alive behind that knight because we would have gotten a lot more damage. But at least we have our Tesla back in hand to deal with that RG. Definitely some mid-ladder activities with this matchup. But yeah, we'll just play passive, play slow, wait for our opening. It will surely come, especially with a tankier matchup as this. But we're just going to go our Evo Archers here, and then also come down with our E-Spear just to make sure we can keep those Archers alive for as long as possible. We could possibly see a Hog Rider come down, or Skarmy. Interesting. Okay. We'll just go Tesla Pulse on this just to clean all this up, plus it gives us a pretty nice defense against that Hog Rider that he might play. He goes... Oh, I forgot he had Princess in his deck too. Please don't zap or snowball that. Okay, perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to Expo opposite lane here. He wishes it back same time, so he's going to have to Hog Rider on this. He gets back to another RG. Oh my gosh, okay. And then he goes Firecracker behind that. We're just going to have to Fireball that. Make sure we get that Firecracker off that map as soon as possible. Gets back to another Hog Rider. Or not, I guess not get back to another Hog Rider, but he plays a Hog Rider. Bit of an overcommit with that log. Yeah, this is... Gosh, I keep forgetting about this freaking Princess. Please go off. Wow. Wow, okay. What we're going to do is we're going to Archers up... Oh my gosh, that's so unfortunate. We're just going to Skellies on this, and then we're going to get ready to Tesla in this position so that we can start dealing with that Hog Rider as soon as possible. Okay, so he used both of his win conditions there. We have to go in right now to try to make something happen. Oh man, I forgot he had the freaking Evo. I guess I didn't forget about that, but we have our Archers defending that. Do get a couple ticks on tower. We're going to try to reset here and go in. Gets back to another witch. Okay, I'm going to try to go in here again. Okay, so we went RG that time. I'm going to get back to our knight, our E-Spirit Skellies. Come on. Yeah, this is a pretty difficult one, boys. I'm definitely in a bit of a pickle here. We're going to Expo now. He's not back to his Evo or his Evo Mega Knight. So we're going to go Knight to block this. Archers to catch. He's definitely going to come down with a... I don't even know at this point. Okay, Fireball, Fireball. Come on. It's not enough. Wow. Yeah, he's just going to scar me on that. Yeah, I don't know what we can do to come back from this, boys. We are definitely in the hole. We just have to wait for some sort of bad play to come down on his end. But yeah, that Hog Rider just walks right past it. I forgot the kite. I forgot to push that into my tower. Man, dude. Yeah, screw this guy. Yeah, that was definitely the type of matchup. If I knew what he was playing before I went into that matchup, I definitely think I could have won that. But just because I felt like I went into that completely blind, I didn't really know, like, you know, what I could possibly be facing in that matchup and what I should have been ready for. But it was still a loss on our end, so, you know, we take it on the chin. This looks like some sort of balloon. Lumberjack deck. It goes E-Barb, so I'm just going to Knight in front of that, just so that we can start DPSing that down. He goes Minions to defend. I'm just going to let that go. And then what we'll do is we'll go Skelly Surround on this. And then I also do think I have to spend an Archers on that. God damn it. Bowler rolls straight into the Archers. Okay. Well, let's see what this guy's what he's gonna do here. Yeah, he'll definitely go Balloon in with this. Lumberjack, interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna Knight up, E-Spirit up high, and then just Knight for the Lumberjack. Let's see. It's kind of interesting. I definitely expected him, for him to go in there, but he goes in with another Bowler in the back. So we're just gonna reset with the Tesla in the middle here. He goes in with his Elite Barbarians. So we're going to go Evo Archers and then E-Spirit up top, just so that we can bait that in. And then we also have both of our Princess Towers DPSing that down. Hopefully if Knight can get a stab on that, I don't think we'll have to waste our log. Nice. Okay, so we're going to go in now. Let's see what this guy's going to play. So he's definitely going to go Elite, or yeah, he's definitely going to go that. So we're just going to come down with a Fireball on this. And then possibly we'll get a couple chips of damage on that. Unfortunately, the Lumberjack didn't lock onto our E-Spirit. But, yeah. Reset with another Tesla here in the middle. Cycle our Archers in this side of the lane so that we can bait out those arrows as soon as possible. Cycle our Log 2. Okay, there's the arrows. I'm going to go Knight in this position too so that we can protect that Tesla for as long as possible. Play our Archers. Definitely should have played them the same lane there. I'm going to go in Expo opposite lane. So if he goes Elite Barbarians, I'm going to Fireball Log it. Okay, beautiful. And I also catch the Minions. Predictable. That is a beautiful Expo connection too. We're going to go our Skellies to Surround and then also reset with another Tesla in the middle here. And then that Bowler hopefully doesn't get a hit. Nice. He goes with that in the back. We're going to go in again, kind of rinse and repeat on this play. If he goes Elite Barbarians, we Fireball Log. Okay. Then I think that Tesla Pulse will also smack that too. Nice. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get our Knight down in time, but that should clean up everything quite nicely. We go Skeletons here just to pull that into the Tesla Pulse. Make sure we can get everything, plus it distracts the Bowler for at least one hit too. So this is a pretty interesting deck. It doesn't look like we're facing any sort of balloon, but more of kind of just like a spammy bridge spam, semi-quick cycle. But yeah, we're going to get ready to go in here again. He wasted his Elite Barbarian, so he's not going to have that. I think he gave up, matter of fact. So we're just going to go Fireball Log, Expo connects, E-Spirit connects, and then also Log connects. So that is good game. But yeah, that's going to mark the end of our video there. A little bit of a push, lost a couple games. Fortunate matchups. I do want to see what this guy truly was running before this game, though. Yeah. Definitely some mid-ladder activities. I want to see this guy, though. Yeah, this guy was pretty good. Definitely pretty good. Whooped their ass for sure. But, wow. Wow, okay. All right. Well, I will catch you guys in the next one.